Hello, sweet love, and welcome to this inner spring meditation. A perfect time to connect with the inner blooming that is happening inside of us every cycle. This meditation might be especially potent in the days after your bleed and before your ovulation, also known as your inner spring. But please know that anyone with or without a cycle can enjoy this time to get the creative juices flowing, a time for creation. If you haven't done so yet, I invite you to find a comfortable position and to first start looking around in your space. What is with you here? What can you notice? And if it feels safe for you, you can now softly close your eyes and turn inwards. Otherwise, keep a gentle gaze on a point in front of you. Let us start by taking a few deep in and out breaths here. Breathing in through your nose, allowing your belly to expand, coming forward and out, and exhale out through the mouth with a sigh. Taking 3 more deep in and out breaths here at your own pace. Then I invite you to connect to this point just below your belly button, also known as the sacral chakra or Svadhisthana chakra. And as you continue to breathe in through your nose here, really allowing this part to come out as you breathe and to come back in as you breathe out through your nose. Maybe you would even like to place a hand or both hands here for a moment to connect to this energy center. This place holds the creative key inside of you. It is our place of sensuality, pleasure, creation, a place from which inspiration might flow to all cells of your body and beyond. And naturally, sometimes we might find it hard to access these inner sparks, this flow. Yet through touch and movement and focus, we can connect to this potent inner imagination. And I invite you to really focus on this sacral center just below your navel again. Noticing if any thoughts are floating to the surface, any sensation, anything that wishes to be seen or heard. And now imagine that you could plant one teeny tiny seed of creation in this energy center. What would you choose to plant? If you could only focus on one creative project right now, it being that one thing that you are really passionate about, something that truly brings you joy. What would you like to pour all your love and patience and energy into? And visualize planting that seed there. And naturally, to make this seed grow, we must gift it water, nourish it. So with your next inhale, I invite you to raise your hands all the way up above your head. And exhale, allow them to trace your skin all the way from your crown to your sacral chakra like rain coming down from the sky. Let's do that a couple of times. Inhale, rise. And exhale, let your hands trace all the way down to the seed. Inhale, rise, feeling the expansion. And exhale like water dripping down onto you. Inhaling, rising. And exhaling, noticing the nourishing, healing touch of your own hands as they flow down. Last one, inhale up. And exhale, let the lost drops of water find its way to your own seed. Allowing your hands to rest back onto perhaps your upper legs or knees. And finding a soft in and out breath again. Imagining how a golden spring sun has now made its way to you through the clouds from the rain, shining its warm light onto you, allowing your seed to softly sprout from the earth. Notice how the first bits of green are slowly coming out of the wet, fertile soil. And whilst you imagine that, I invite you to start making soft and slow clockwise circles over your hips. Visualizing how the sprout is slowly turning into a flower and growing up to the light with every circle that you make. Traveling up all the way to your solar plexus chakra. From there to your heart chakra with the circles. To your throat chakra. Third eye chakra. And then all the way up to the crown. Feeling this creation, this energy inside you. All that you are creating right now. And allow this inspiration to wash all over you like the golden rays of sunshine, illuminating your vision, and slowly finishing 3 of these last circles here until you find stillness again. And imagine now that this flower has fully started to bloom just on the top of the crown of your head. What does this flower look like? Does it smell like? Which color is it? Maybe multiple colors. Does it embody the seed you planted, your creation? What we often don't realize is that by pouring our love into a creative facet that we truly enjoy, that from this seed, other things also start growing. A ripple effect occurs. Multiple petals start to show themselves to the sun, each radiating their individual beauty. And I invite you to look closely at the petals of your flower. Maybe there are 5 or 8 or 12, or perhaps you can't even count how many there are. But imagine how every petal holds the potential of one unique aspect of your creative expression. And perhaps that comes through painting or writing, creating, maybe dance, music, drawing, sculpture, theater or poetry, perhaps journaling, yoga or art, being in nature, cooking. It could be anything. And imagine again your own flower, and perhaps 5 or more of those petals. And if your flower could speak through creative expression, what would you want these petals to consist of? Again, that could be any of the things that I mentioned just before, or something totally different. Visualizing your flower taking on these sources of inspiration. And now that your flower has flourished fully into bloom, maybe you would like to take one of those petals, or perhaps the seed of intention with you today, to try to boost your vision. And with that, I invite you to softly start tapping on the top of your head, taking a deep breath in here, breathing in all that creative source into your mind and spirit, and exhaling love and kindness in all directions. Now softly tapping all the way down until you find your heart space, tapping there and inhaling passion, and exhaling love and kindness in all directions. And tapping down until your sacral chakra. And tapping there and inhaling sensuality and pleasure. And exhaling love and kindness. And softly stop tapping and let your hands rest on this energy center, knowing that you can always come back to your flower. Now on your next inhale, bring your hands all the way up, and exhale, hands to the forehead for clear and loving thoughts. hands to the heart for clear and loving intentions, and hands to the mouth for clear and loving communication. Sending out wonderful energies to all beings everywhere. It would mean the world to us if you would take just a second to like and subscribe, or leave a comment what you think about this meditation, or sharing it with a loved one. You make the difference. I wish you a magically inspired day, sweet love.